then including Imperium, Triple H majorly disappointed us. And I don't even want to listen to what you have to say about him, but I
Yes.
have to.
No, you have to. When the champ speaks, listen, Sarah.
So we see no, because you're not going to convince me. So we see Riddle being
Listen.
interviewed talking about Money in the Bank, which I thought was really weird because he's like talking about winning Money in the Bank, but we haven't even heard about him being in a qualifying match. So I thought that was just kind of weird. I was just like, "Cause why are you talking about it?" And obviously the bro thing is not going anywhere, which you were wrong about. Um, and then Gunther just comes out of nowhere because what did gorgeous men do in the back? They just like peer around and just show up. And so he was just like, "Oh, I wish you luck on winning Money in the Bank and trying to cash in on me because it would be really fun to beat you and humiliate you." And then he just walks away, and then Riddle's just like, "Hmm."
He's pondering the
And I'm
thoughts.
just like, what is going on? So basically, without getting too much into how I really feel, I absolutely hate this. I absolutely hate the idea of Gunther versus Matt Riddle. I hate it. I hate everything about it. There's not a single thing that you can say to convince me otherwise. So
Okay, well, I'm addressing the peeps now. Okay, the
okay,
peeps.
but they don't all agree with you.
You don't know that yet. I have not
You don't know
said.
that they don't agree with me.
That's why I'm saying my piece because you said yours,
Yeah.
and now I'm gonna say my thoughts here in the art of streams. So
Okay.
I totally am with that. It is not the nicest or most favorite feud that Gunther could have with someone right now. However, Riddle has came back and they're making him more into the MMA, the workout bro instead of a stoner bro. That's kind of what they're gonna keep bro, but it's gonna have just like a different connotation to it. Like, what's up, bro? Like the gym type of bro vibe. Sounds ridiculous, but you know what I mean. So because they're doing that, you gotta put him somewhere where he can just showcase that, where he can just like showcase fighting in his style. I mean, they did it in that what was it, that cage match with Seth? I don't know what it's called,
Yeah.
but
I always. Yeah.
they did it there, and we saw a different side of Riddle. We did. I was very impressed with what I saw there, and I said, why don't they go more in that direction with them? Looks like they're going to now with Gunther, and the whole purpose of that interaction was it was rumored, okay? The people who are writing the show know what's being said online, okay? They may or may not have leaked it for their own purposes. We don't know that. But the point is they know at least something. So just steer into the skid. Be wise, just go into have him come in and then play that off factor to people who live under a rock. They're gonna go, oh, Gunther now Riddle's like, oh, Gunther is challenging Riddle, whatever they think. Doesn't matter. So Gunther going up to Riddle and saying that I can't wait to embarrass you. I can't wait to do this because he is at the like Gunther's gonna win the feud, whatever, because you need to have him beat the Honky Tonk Man. But with this, you're gonna see Riddle grow out of this like stoner, what's up, bro, all this, and you're gonna see like the anger, like that kind of vicious side we saw him have a little bit when feuding with Seth. So it's all to get that out of Riddle so that he can go into being that instead of the 420 sidekick of the Legend Killer and just sidekick to every big name.
But they had that opportunity when he was teaming up with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against the Bloodline, and that's not what we saw. We saw like a little bit more of a serious thing, but not
Yeah, you get
completely.
small doses because you
I
still
know,
need to
but
have that comedic factor of Riddle with him.
I'm just disagreeing with you. I don't
I
think that
know.
that's what I
Still,
don't think that's what they're gonna do. So anyway, I don't. It's whatever. I'm not on board with it, and it just makes me like Gunther even more. So
there you go. They did their job.
I mean, the one thing I do love is that this is the type of dude that Gunther would want to beat his ass. You know what I mean? Like when he talks about like, oh, you guys are an embarrassment to the division, you're this and you're that, you're an embarrassment to wrestling. That I feel like, yeah, he would say that to Riddle. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so that in that aspect, it's fine as long as he wins and they don't make him look like a wimp. Because if you want, I didn't mention it about his match at Night of Champions because hello, we knew what was going to happen. I don't want that same thing to happen where you can kind of tell where they're like asked Gunther to kind of slow down because that was fairly obvious, in my opinion, to him against Ali, where they were asking him to just kind of like slow your roll, like no, don't do everything that you normally do. Like this is a much smaller guy, blah blah blah. I don't want them to be like that either. So
Yeah, they want to.
and I kind of got the chop to the chest off the rope. I got that a little bit. It was like not exactly the same, but he had a big old handprint on his chest, Mr. Ali.
Hurt. That looked like it hurt badly.